Hello, thank you so much for joining me for Workout 7. This is full body workout. Make sure you gather the things that you need. I've got something to drink. I've got those light weights. This is a lot of stuff on the upper body, especially that front, shoulders. So make sure you gather the weight that's appropriate for you. And it doesn't hurt to have maybe a couple different options. So if you do choose too light or too heavy, you can switch it up right away. All right, so let's do a warm up. We're gonna do some skaters for not more than a minute. So make sure that you are getting into that place of support, and it's just like it sounds. You're skating to one side. You can let those arms move if that feels good to you. I am low to the ground and I'm just skating side to side. I'm being very careful with those joints. I'm watching the clock. This is going to be no longer than a minute. Kind of like a little hop side to side a little bit. You can drag that foot. Breathe full and deep. Just let your body get warmed up. Let that heart rate come up a little bit. Starts to pump that blood a little bit more through your system. You don't have to make this nutso super fast thing. All right, we're gonna be done. That's it. We're gonna stop. All right, here's where pick up a lightweight, pretty lightweight. We're gonna do around the world. So if you're holding a dumbbell in your hand, you wanna hold it in both hands. Keep those shoulders out of the ears. Protect those elbows too and those fingers. And it sounds like it's an around the world. I'll come a little closer so you can see I've got that lower girdle engaged to protect. And then it's gonna be a lift up and around. And then you're gonna come back into front to come back around. So I'm being careful with those elbows, going side to side. I think we're gonna do like 10 full. That's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that last warm up is going to be on the back in a bridge position. I'm going to come down, finding myself in that beginning bridge position, and it's a lower and a lift. Make sure those legs are active. Make sure those toes aren't doing a lot of work. Keep trying to pull that back body down, lift that front body. Stay with that breath. A few times we're going to pause and hold in that bridge. Keep breathing. You don't need to roll your shoulders under. It's not necessary. Just lift, engage that trunk, keep pulling that back body down, lift that front body. We're going to come all the way down. And then it's a reset, a rock, a circle, whatever. And then you're going to make your way back up to standing. And we're going to get ready for that first exercise. I'm actually going to grab a drink really quick. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. So that first group is going to be 3 sets of 12 of the standing chest fly. I'm going to get the weights in my arms. Remember to keep those shoulders out of your ears. You're going to protect those elbows, engaging the whole body, pulling that back body down, lifting that front body. It's not just squeezing the glutes, not squeezing with the toes either. And we're going to lower and lift for 12. All right. 1, 2, 3. Keep those wrists safe. 4, 5, 6. Only about shoulder height. 7, 8, 9. Don't hyperextend those elbows. 10, 11, 12. So I'm not swinging. I'm purposely pulling them up. We're going to pause. I'm going to put the weights down. We're going to wait for about a minute. I've got my eye on a clock. Here's where you're making the call. If you have a lot of energy to burn, you're moving through maybe those skaters we did at the beginning, maybe some other cardio move to keep your heart rate up. Definitely want to encourage safety, making sure that you don't overextend yourself. You don't have to keep going and going and going. I know that there's this idea that we do, but I really cannot recommend the rest, right? The rest in between. It's the work and the rest. Both of those are a magical combination that I think makes the world go round. I mean, because it's one of those things, too much rest, all the rest, no work, it's really boring. Too much work, no rest, it's stressful. I mean, they're both stressful, but they're both horrid. It's the combo of the two. All right, I got through that first minute. We're gonna lift those weights up again to come into that second set. Shoulders out of the ears, protect those elbows, lift for 12. 1, you're not swinging. 2, keep that back body engaged. 3, it supports that low back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, shoulders out of the ears. I know it's hard as you get up there. 12. All right, we're going to wait another minute in between. This is also, if a minute is not long enough for you, I think minute is the minimum. 30 seconds, I don't really think it's quite long enough. I mean, you're doing you. If you want to only rest for 30 seconds, you've got to rest for some time, because that's where the magic is happening. You've just broken down all of this muscle tissue here with that lightweight, and it wasn't a really horrendous amount it was just a little bit of a tear down, right? So you're putting that little bit of a strain, and now as you rest, I mean, I can feel it. It feels a little tingly. Like I can feel it knitting back together, stronger, better, faster, more resilient. And that is the magic. So I hope you feel that and you're basking in it, because I find that amazing and I want to share that with everybody. All right, last set. Picking up those weights. I'm going to come and face the side this time. Remember, I'm keeping that back body pulled down, front body pulled up, low back protected. We're going to lift for 12. 1, so it's a lift, not a swing. 2, 3, wrist protected. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm getting tired. 11, but that's good. That means you've worked that muscle. 12, it's getting fatigued. That's where kind of what you want to feel. All right, we're going to put those down for a minute. We're going to reset for the next group of exercises. I'm going to grab a quick drink. Make sure you are always taking care of you. And I'm going to make an executive decision. I did have to do the Arnold press next, 3 sets of 10, but we're going to actually go to suitcase squats, 3 sets of 10, and we'll do the Arnold press for the last set of 8, just because it's the Arnold press and then the standing chest flies kind of, they work the upper body, and so it makes sense to me. We do the upper body, and now we're going to do the lower body. So you're going to get those weights in your hands. You're picking them up just like suitcases, have them in your hands. You're sitting yourself back in a squat, like you're setting suitcases down on the floor and picking them up. Remember to keep those shoulders out of the ears, elbows protected, wrists and fingers protected. We're going to do it for 3 sets of 10. All right, we're going to lower, and it's going to be a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, keep those knees active. 5, I am hinging at the hip. 6, 7, but even though I'm hinging, I'm keeping that nice straight back. 8, 9, 10. All right, bring those weights down. We're gonna wait just a minute. Here's where you can keep doing your cardio if that's what you need to do. Or maybe you're watching watching a TV show or listening to a podcast. Here you get a pause for a minute and listen to it. Because I'm sure after you do this once or twice with me, I mean, I would love it if you kept coming back and doing it with me over and over. But it's like you start to get it, right? And so then you can take that with you wherever, and you don't really need me anymore and that's a good thing, because you have incorporated the knowledge into your own self and then taken it, and that's power. That's power. You've taken it and used it in order to make yourself stronger, to make yourself feel more confident, to make yourself feel better, right, about whatever's going on. It really does help because it releases those endorphins, and those hormones are moving around. Those really good feel-good hormones are moving around. All right, we're going to do that next set of suitcase squats, 3 sets of 10. I'm going to start with the picking up, coming up, and then coming down for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, gonna wait another minute, bringing them down, having that rest in between. I'm glad I did make that decision to focus now more on the lower body, letting that upper body rest even longer, and then we'll be able to do that last set of upper body Arnold presses, and we'll have then a full body workout. We're going to be done before 30. So, and you get a full body workout. That is what, it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, it doesn't have to be an hour or 2 hours at the gym. It's like you just hit it consistently and it's going to make a difference. All right, last set of 10 suitcase squats. Coming down for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm also not gripping with my toes. Even if you have your shoes on. 7. Don't grip with your toes in your shoes. 8, 9, 10. All right, that's it. We're done. 2 groups of exercises. We're going to wait just a minute. I'm going to put these down, getting another drink, and then we're going to set up for the Arnold press, which will be the last group of exercises. Let your breath be full and deep. Don't move on right away. Take your time. Take a drink. Multiple drinks as you need it. Set your space up so you've got enough room. And remember, keep those shoulders out of your ears. Keep pulling the back body down. The back body and the front body work together. You're always pulling the back body down, lifting the front body. I'm trying to get you to exist in between there. I want you to find your legs propping you up. They're not holding you up. They're just propping you up. You're holding yourself in that girdle, especially both girdles, but especially that lower girdle, that pelvis, that navel dimples down. There's so much power there that you can activate if you feel that, if you can feel that. And it's one of those things, keep playing around. All right, we're going to pick up the weights. Remember to start light. If you've been only doing this for a little bit, always start light. We're going to do the Arnold press. This is another place where you want to make sure you keep those shoulders protected, elbows, wrists, fingers, everything protected. And if it starts to be really, really heavy, like you want to fatigue a little bit, but if it's too much where you can't even move the weight, You definitely need to go down or go with no weight. So yeah, you can also just do the move with no weight. All right, so the Arnold press, remember the shoulders out of the ears, you bend those elbows, holding the weights in your hand, bringing them up, and bring the arms in front of your face, and we're gonna open, and it's gonna be 1. We're only do this for 8. Press up, 1. Close. Open. 2. 3. 4. 5. Keep those shoulders out of your ears. Keep those elbows high. 6. Keep those wrists protected. 7. Here comes 8. And then we're going to rest for 1 minute. Bring those down. Make sure you're getting a drink as you need it. We've only got 2 more sets of 8. I love how this feels. You can also do these seated. You can be seated on a bench, in a chair. You can even be seated on the ground. Let that breath be full and deep. If the camera is shaking, it's because my cat is currently giving herself a bath on the same table where my tripod is, so hopefully it's not shaking too much. All right, the breath is full and deep. We're going to pick up here for that second to last set. Arnold press for 8. Go ahead and bring them into position in front of your face. Elbows high, shoulders out of your ears. Open, press up 1. Down, close. Open, 2. Press up. Down, close. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep engaging those glutes to help. 7. It's not just squeezing the glutes, though. It's that framework, too. Here's 8, right? I think I did 8. All right, you're going to bring them down. We've got 1 more minute of rest in between. And we'll be on that very last set, and we'll do a cool down. And this whole thing will probably be less than 25, 30 minutes. I already feel so much better. I was kind of feeling sluggish before. I love how the workout helps to start turning stuff up. Starts moving things around. Everything looks different. Helps to shift perspective. Helps to shift everything, I think. Stay with your breath. Letting the body reset. If you're still into doing cardio, right, it's never a lot. It's always just enough to keep that heart rate elevated, to keep that blood pumping. All right, last set. Picking up those weights, getting them into position, shoulders out of your ears. Open, press up for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 1 more. 8. Bring those down, letting yourself completely reset From all of that, we're gonna do a quick cool down. We're gonna do standing cat and cow, so make sure you engage that lower girdle so you stay protected. You can stretch your arms out if you'd like, taking an inhale, pressing that upper body, that navel into the front of your space on the inhale, exhale, curling into the cat, getting that C curve, pulling that navel back. Inhale, opening up, coming into that back bend a little bit. Exhale, curling into the cat, maybe giving yourself a little bit of a hug. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale, and then it's arm across the shoulder. I'm going to take that left arm, keeping that shoulder out of my ear, or arm across the body, reaching, not grasping at the joint. Moving those wrists around, those fingers around, bringing it up above your head, pressing that elbow, and then letting go, and then bringing opposite, gentle pull. Breathe full and deep, letting your joints move around. Coming into the press above. Try to keep your head protected. You're not pushing on that neck. Your head's free. All right, here's where the next one, it's going to be a stretch for the legs. Make sure you've got support. I'm going to reach my hand next to that wall so I've got support. You could also have something in front of you. I'm going to sit back a little bit into an awkward chair, and I'm going to externally rotate at that right hip and bring that right hip, or that right foot to that left knee. And then sit back. This is flying pigeon or balancing pigeon. So keep breathing, keep trying to find that nice length. You're hinging, not bending, trying to find that hinge, not the bend. Keep flexing through the feet. You're gonna lift up and we're gonna go to the other side. So externally rotate at that left hip, sitting both back pockets back, breathing full and deep, holding and breathing, and then lifting up. And then that's it. That's workout 7, full body workout. I hope you loved it. Hope you come back and revisit it over and over. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.